Not for me. The thing is, though, the most important unit of all, the one that molds you into a man, the one that combines athleticism and discipline and prepares you for the hard realities of life. Square dancing. That's right, Cupcake.
Hello, YouTubers. It is I, the one and only YNR. And I'm coming to you with not a serious video, but a video that not been requested, but I just felt that I should do. And this is the 7 players, and I'm going to be doing 4 of the players who I hate and 3 of the players who I love to play with. And these are the players, the kinds of players that I come across most in Magic the Gathering. I do have a lot of hobbies. I like to spin pens, and I like to read books, and I read giant books like this. And yeah. And I play sports. I'm really nerdy. It kind of doesn't play out eventually. I'm just going to fall on one side and just turn emo. Oh my god, I sound like Onishi. I want to make fun of emo people. Yeah, so I'm going to make a video about the players that I come across most in MTG. Now, I just started winning games, and there is a place in my hometown of Erie, Pennsylvania, where people go to play Magic the Gathering. And if you do not know what Magic the Gathering is, I will show you some of the cards. I know my camera did not stop recording. I just got a Facebook notification. You probably heard that. This is what the card looks like. This is just a swamp. This is what I play with. It's a land. I use to pay for stuff. And they come out with a tutorial on how to play Magic the Gathering. And yeah. And then yeah. So this game court is actually a really cool place where you can go play games, hang out. There are a bunch of different places and different games. There's Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh! They even have My Little Pony and D&D. D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons. It's a role-playing game where you make your character sheets. All you need is a notebook. And these are, now I'm just going to get started with the video. So, I just started winning games, and this is a deck that helped me do it. It's a mono black control deck. It's modern, and the main card that I use to win games in the tournaments, they have modern tournaments, a game card, is Liliana of the Dark Realms. She's a really good card, and I don't even know why I'm saying this to you guys, but yeah, she does carry my deck a lot. So these are the MTG players who I hate. Starting at number 7, there is the person who constantly wants to trade cards with you. This is my trade binder, as you can see, with a giant label at smack dab in the front. Love the color, even though my favorite color is gray. Inside I do have cards, and people usually want to trade with you, but it gets annoying after you want to trade while you're doing something important, like I don't have that much trade stuff, but when somebody wants to trade with you constantly, like saying, oh, let's trade, like, while you're trying to do something, like, they'll just call you or text you if you do have their number, and they would just text you and say, hey, I have this card, do you want it? Like, don't do that, I'll see you at the card shop. That's not a very good player. And there are 2 types of those players. There's a player who just constantly wants to trade, and then there's the money shark, who is constantly out to either gyp you or call you out on trying to gyp them. Gypping is tricking them. And they would usually say, what do you value this at? And if you say too high price, they accuse you of gypping them. Gyp is now a vocabulary word for us. And if you say a lower price, they're automatically going to trade for it because they know they're getting a good deal. And yeah, so it's good if you have apps or if you go on websites on your phone like Channel Fireball, TCG Player, and Star City Games. They do have card lists, and even if you live in Erie, they have GameCore online where you can go online, search your cards, and they give you a good price. And if you have this as a good tool, it'll be perfect for you, and it'll help you avoid those people. We're starting off at number 6. Okay? Number 6 is the person who likes to try to call you out on cheating. I have been to a Grand Prix in Erie, and I have played in the Grand Prix in Erie, right at my GameCore LLC corporation. And person called me out. When I say call me out, I don't mean like saying challenging my deck. I mean calling me out as an individual and threatening my career in Magic the Gathering. I do it as a hobby, not as a career, but they are threatening, me playing Magic the Gathering competitively. You see, because there are people who have been caught cheating when they didn't mean to, and they got banned from the Magic the Gathering game for life. Okay, and they got banned. Their DCI number is canceled, and if they try to enter a tournament, their store owner may be nice enough to enter them in, but there are world rankings. So that's that kind of person. And I was playing, and I drew then untap my mana, and they called the judge on me. They raised their hand and waved it, and they said, "Judge!" Called out really loud, made me look bad, and I'm a really emotional person, so I just started to cry. And I was just snotting all over myself. I was like, "I'm not cheating, please don't ban me." And I had to get pulled away by the judge, and I had to write down a form. I had to write on a form, and he had to write in the form. He had to sign his name, I had to sign my name, and there was like a debate between it, and they just waved it off. I said it was an accident, and it doesn't even really matter. It's like 2 phases, and that's not good. And that's why I hate that player. The third player that I hate is the person who has a bunch of entourage. And by entourage, I mean people just watching them. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and makes other people feel uncomfortable. Like, I understand if you're like at a match next to me and your eyes wander over to see what's happening, perfectly fine. If you're 2 of the best players in the shop and your game is lasting longer than others in a tournament when you're at Friday Night Magic and people start to surround you to watch the game, I like to do that. When I finish my games, I like to watch the 2 best players play. And they usually don't mind it because a lot of people will usually surround them. Usually the champions of the month. They would do that, the 2 previous champions of the month from like Tuesday and Friday night. If they end up having to cross paths, most people will want to watch that game. And that's fine. But if you're a single player and you have 5 people surrounding you, that's not cool. 1, because it's a tournament setting, and there are so many people trying to fit into one small space depending on how big the store is. It's just not gonna work. There's not enough space for it. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I don't really feel comfortable in that situation, especially when it's sitting on both sides of the table. You can't call me a hypocrite because I've only done it 2 times, and I haven't had a big entourage. I've only had like 1 person watch me play in the tournament, and it was only for about 1 or 2 games. So not many people can comment me on that. And the last kind of person who I hate to play against is the bad winner. They boast, they gloat, and then they're also really bad losers too. They they're Mr. and Mrs. Excuses. They make up excuses on why they lost, and they say, "Oh, I didn't get enough mana. I got too much mana. I didn't draw the right cards. I got crappy draws." They would always say that, and it really makes me mad. I just want to slap them in the face. And when they win and they gloat, it makes it feel like they just slapped me in the face. And I really do not like that. I like to keep it professional whenever I am in a tournament. And yeah, when I'm in a tournament, I like to keep it professional. I don't, mess around that much. Like occasionally I may make like a water drop sound just to keep myself entertained during the game, because there are people who take a long time during their turn and they like to contemplate things. I like to do that sometimes too, but I don't do it a lot. And now here's the first player I love. First player I love are good winners and good losers. I am a good loser. Here's something I used to do. Here's something about what I do. Like when I was younger.
They might be busy, but they love us very much.
When I was younger, a younger player, I mean, and I used to play Magic the Gathering. I was really good at losing. My decks weren't good. I came in last in many tournaments, and I always shook my opponent's hand. I never got mad when I lost. I played for the heck of it. I played for the fun, and I still do, even though I win games. And I really do like to do that. I still am a good loser. If I get beat and I am on a winning streak, I shake my opponent's hand, and I take my win, and I take my loss like a champ. That's all you have to do. Player number 2 is a player who is completely professional, don't talk much, don't mess around much. They're all about business, and they want to get the game done as quick as possible. They take their loss well, they take their win well, they don't gloat, they don't do much. They're in and out quick. Like marriage in Las Vegas.
I came back here to appeal to your
Perfect example. And finally, it's the player who you can just hang out with and have a good time and just play casually with. My friends, Austin, Dallas, and Erica, we would literally just sit in their basement and just hang out and just play. And we would just talk crap and just drink sodas and just, have a good time because, we're only human and we're only kids. And that's just what we like to do. We don't mess around. We don't argue about decisions in the game because it's only casual. And I really would appreciate it if most people could just learn how to play like that. Just be good players, be bad players, be whatever kind of player. Just don't be any of the 4 players that I mentioned. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe. I do not have that many subscribers. I'm not that popular on YouTube, but I do have fans. And I just really hope you guys see this, and I just hope you guys know that I am trying to please you guys. See, I'm doing this for my benefit because I like to make videos for you guys, and I like to show you guys the different things that I do in my life, but I am also doing this for you guys, just in case if you guys have anything you want to see, you can comment below, and if you have any ideas for any of my videos, because I will be comment surfing. Sorry, that was really bad, but if you do have any ideas for my videos, that would be nice if you could just comment in the below. If you want to see the deck list for my mono black modern deck, if you want to see the deck list, I'll make a deck tech video. Whatever you guys want. So, that is it for the video. I love you guys so much, and I really just hope you guys forever remain young and reckless. That is it, and this is YNR signing off. Peace.